Good afternoon, friends. I want to welcome you today on this beautiful Friday afternoon. It's August 21st, and my name is Jenna Ambridge. I'm the Assistant Director here at Sky Lake Camp and Retreat Center, and I am coming to you at the intersection of our pine tree and witch hazel trails that go down into this little intersection that will then go and join to our lake trail. But I'm going to pan back to where I came from on my trail from the West Shore Field. We are at the intersection of our pine tree and witch hazel trails, so that direction that you see going this way will take you on about a 5 to 10 minute hike through our trails and probably the wettest part of our forests on through to the West Shore Field. And if you, at this intersection, you'll go this way, which will guide you up and around through the hardwoods and through witch hazel. It'll take you up and come out on the West Shore Field as well, closest to what would be our fire pit for the West Shore Field. But I'm going to try to take us down this little jaunt to the lake trail and travel from the bench that is at the intersection of the lake trail and around to the next bench and show you the sights on the lake trail as we walk around. So join with me as we walk through here in this lush, wet area. This is part of where all the wash runoff from the woods behind us comes down through, and the beautiful growth of the ferns. Love to see the shades of green as we walk through. And you also will discover there are places where trees have been knocked down, whether by the wind or another tree falling, that will provide really nice examples of how the trees go back to the earth and bring nutrients to the earth. This tree that was cut before has one stage of it now has the fungus that grows around it. It's always really neat to see the different stages of that. And that tree will continue to decompose and get smaller and smaller and go back to the earth. A really cool view here. Can you see that? There is the massive root system. It's really cool. A tree and its growth and its life stretches out, and those roots reach out as far as they can go to get the water and the nutrients it needs to provide these beautiful forests that we walk through. So again, this is the intersection trail between witch hazel, pine tree, and we're walking down towards Lake Trail. If I happen to lose your signal, stay with me, because I will keep moving and see what we can see along the way. If you can hear the breezes going through the trees and the leaves. We've had such beautiful days with no rain that some of these spots that are really super wet have dried up nicely to allow you to walk through without sinking to an inch or two of mud. This is an area where my signal might get weak as we approach the lake. And the different contours interrupt the signal. So don't forget, stay with me. Can you hear the sloppiness of the wet mud? There's the lake. And we're going to go towards the northeast. One of the beautiful benches to sit and relax. Opposite one of our lift and learn signs that give you information about the examples of nature around you. So we're going to continue on the lake trail, see if we can make it to the next bench. Example of another mushroom that sprouts up. An intersection, if you remember, that takes you up to our ball field where you can do wonderful activities and games. One of my favorite spots to stargaze on the East Shore. Great place to go at night and look at the stars. Again, lots of examples of the different decomposition that is present once the trees fall. A tree that has a lot of fungus on it, such as an example that we might get to in our walk here, has a lot of rotted wood within the tree, as the fungus is the signal that it's on its last life. You see the lake as we approach. It's a calm, beautiful day. If I'm not too loud with my feet, we might see a turtle sunning on a log before it plops in. Another one of our covered benches. Beautiful place to take rest. Let's see what's on the logs. Such a beautiful day. It's one of the wonderful places to come renew and refresh. No turtle on that one. But what a beautiful array of that root system and how strong that tree was. I'm going to go a little bit farther and show you one last example of the tree and fungus and what happens. This is the part on the north side that has what used to be a tryst here at one time. We have some guests here recently that are sharing stories of their time when they were here on staff and camper, and this was a meaningful, powerful spot for them. But look at that tree. And it's fallen. Did this tree make noise when it fell? I would imagine it did. But we certainly didn't hear it. But look at that. See that inside? Nature is so powerful in so many ways. Well, thank you for joining me on this trip, and I'm so glad that we were able to maintain the signal. I hope you have a wonderful day and wonderful weekend. There's a little turtle right there. See it? It's right in front of us on the end of the log. That is cool. Have a blessed day, friends. Don't forget to join us next week for more hikes around Sky Lake. Thank you for coming on this walk with me. May God bless your day.